Well, 2 years after a toxic train derailment changed the lives of the people of East Palestine, Vice President Vance and Ohio lawmakers visited the community, meeting with local leaders and promising they will not be forgotten. It's hard to believe that this happened 2 years ago, that tragic train derailment, and people in East Palestine are still recovering.
Yeah, some say they've been ignored. Others are fine with the way things turned out.
Well, today, several lawmakers were in town to show their support. Everywhere at 5, Brittany Weir shares what the community is saying.
2 years after the train derailment here in East Palestine, the people are still demanding justice. They're hoping that Vice President Vance can get it for them. Before his meeting with local officials, there was a rally downtown where neighbors, friends, and family openly spoke about the medical issues they're experiencing and the fear that they have for their futures.
Like, how can they not even give us access to doctors that understand chemical exposure, that understand what's going on with our body?
Jamie Wallace wants one thing: accountability. She was living in East Palestine that fateful night when the Norfolk Southern train derailed, leaving behind a massive cloud of smoke and chemicals. Since then, she's had to permanently move because her house was contaminated. Jamie says she now suffers from a number of medical issues, including a chronic adult cough. She says she's had high hopes for the vice president's visit because he has been the one lawmaker who's been really paying attention.
Vance has written 4 letters of support, 3 bipartisan letters with Sherrod Brown asking for indoor air testing, dioxin testing, and a public health emergency. He wrote a letter himself to President Biden asking him for a federal disaster declaration. He's actually called us when he came into town and asked us to take him to the creeks.
Wallace says she believes that Vance has really been there for the people of East Palestine and supports them. She says she hopes his meeting today with local officials will bring action and the help they so desperately need. In East Palestine, Brittany Weir, 19 News.
And stay with 19 News for continuing coverage on the toxic train derailment 2 years later. We'll have another live report coming up tonight, new at 6 o'clock, and you can find all of our past and present coverage at cleveland19.com.